Andy, you have some exciting news today. You're starting a new project, a new baby, we should say. Tell us about it.
Honestly, it's one of many segments, new things that we're going to be bringing to the show, so I'm really excited about that. But getting out, it's called Community Corner, and it'll be once a month. And I did this because I want to tell the stories about what's happening in our community. Now, some of these you might know about or want to know about, and if I'm being honest, some of us don't want to know about them, but we should. The world is a dangerous place, full of hurt, pain, sadness, but also so much good. At the foundation of every city, state, and country is the community. It's the people. This first story deals with homelessness, and it's been a growing concern here in Arizona. But there is help out there. One nonprofit is trying to keep families off the street and get them into a home of their own.
Not knowing where next we were going to sleep, that was the most scariest part of it all. No one expects they're going to end up homeless one day.
I really enjoy the work we do at Homeward Bound because we're working with both the children and the adults, and to bring both of those full circle is really impactful in the change that we see. We have been in the community over 30 years. We started with a single property in the community, and we put families in that home. And over time, we purchased more homes and put more families in those homes, and we soon realized that housing alone was not really fixing the problems that led our families to homelessness in the first place. So we constructed the Thunderbird Family Village, our campus where we're at today, where we have comprehensive services that really target the root issues of why our families are homeless and couple them with the support services they need to get back on their feet and reach self-sufficiency. It's really a journey. So a family comes into our program and they're assigned a case manager. And we really have a two-generational approach. So we're instilling life skills with children and life skills with the adults. And that looks different on a lot of different families. So we're able to really customize our program for each family through financial literacy programming, budgeting, parenting programs or courses. We have on-site pantries, we have an on-site early learning center, workforce development, really everything that comprehensively can put a family on their journey towards home outside of our shelter. We have 76 two-bedroom units, a couple four-bedroom units as well for larger families, and they're your typical apartment. So we fully furnish the units with everything from literally furniture to the items in the cupboards, the sheets on the beds, and the towels. There's in-suite kitchens and bathrooms, all that you need to make sure that your family has a private setting.
As a social worker here, I execute my role as a case manager, working really side by side with my clients to make sure that we're focusing on whatever goals that they have. Initially, my first jump is home, right? We need to find you a home, we need to find you a house, but their goals look different. It's depending if they're coming off the streets or off of a friend's couch or from a family member. Everyone's goals looks different. So for me, that just looks like helping them to achieve whatever that goal is for them. Something here at Homeward Bound is we do try to push independence as much as possible. We want them to be able to leave our program not just with a home, but with the ability to find the resources to keep themselves in that home. I have a lot of families who come through here. They've got jobs, they're making, 18, 20 bucks an hour, but especially with COVID and the way that things happened, they just, couldn't make one rent payment and it ended up with them on the street. And it's super unfortunate because the reality is that that's not what a lot of our clients go through. I mean, most of them come through with jobs, but it's being able to keep those jobs when you're bouncing from place to place. I mean, you bring in these families from, all over the Phoenix area, Mesa, Tempe. We've got some kids who aren't even enrolled in school yet. Things that we take for granted, I think, is such a general thing to be done. So it's really just kind of an emotional roller coaster with them to get them on a nice flat ground to where they can start really focusing on things like employment. Because whereas a lot of people think employment's the number one thing when it comes to bringing in our families, that's not always it. We want to get our kids in school, we want to get food stamps going or food going for these families because a lot of them don't even have such basic necessities that we might not think about.
So clients like Amelia really show the proof in the pudding, if you will, and that she works really hard, and because of that she was able to exit our program successfully.
She's the first client to ever tell me that her number one goal is independence.
I always will say how I love the program
Going through the program itself made me a better person. They helped me with the parenting classes. I learned how to budget my money. I opened a savings account and I was able to save money for, emergency situations. Today I have a 2-bed, 2-bath that I pay rent for me and my kids, and they have their room, their own beds, and it feels good that I can provide for myself now outside of the program. I always will tell people how it changed my life, and people that are single moms or single dads, not even just moms, they're a great program. Look into it.
We're really proud of the fact that the families who stay with us, 85% never return to homelessness again. It really brings everything I love together, and that we're able to make a difference in the family unit. I've worked with agencies that do really great work with youth, and I've worked with agencies that do great work with adults. And to work with both, I've really seen the impact we've been able to make, and it brings everything really full circle.
Okay, that was amazing.
Yes.
And I've often wondered, seeing, there's a family lately near our home that is asking for help. And I wondered, after they leave that street corner, where do they go? What kind of help? Because begging for money, you can only get so much. Where do their kids sleep? And it's just amazing that there is people out there and like the Thunderbird shelters there that people can go and get that kind of help. But as she was saying, it's not just putting a roof over their head to solve the problem. You have to do so much more to give them the strength, give them the skills, the social links to help.
It is, and Homeward Bound is doing such an amazing job with families to really keep them off of the streets. But like you said, they're giving them the tools to set them up for success later on in life after they complete the program at Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
And it's just so much, and it's some things we don't know that's really going on in this world and what's really happening in our community and just how broken a lot of things are in the cities that we live in. And these nonprofits are going out day to day to bring these people off of the streets. And again, there's only so much room at these organizations, at these facilities to house these families. And the list, it's a wait list of hundreds of people waiting to get off of the street. And so for Homeward Bound to be putting out this beautiful blueprint to help people and help families and really get them prepared to take care of themselves and to meet a lot of their clients that have completed the program and have went on to own their own homes, to have their own apartments, to take care of their own children under their own roof in a positive and a safe environment. I think that it's so much work that needs to be done, but Homeward Bound is on the right road to really helping it out with so many other organizations that are in the Valley that are helping out this serious issue of homelessness here.
Well, we're excited that you're going to be bringing these stories to us because they really do. They're impactful. They make a difference. And it's important that we all learn what's going on in our community because that's what a community is.
Exactly.
We're all in it together.
Exactly. And it's so important because there's some stuff, like I was saying, there's some stuff we want to know when it's good and it's happy. And there's just some stuff we genuinely don't want to know. We're human. Some stuff is too heavy.
Reality is sometimes too much.
It's too heavy and it's too but we should know these things are going on in our community.
I agree. Great job.